came from we had a long list of names that we had for the band, and we had about maybe something close to maybe 150 names of just utter nonsense. And I was kind of fooling around one day, just seeing what names would fit, just putting like random generators, and realised that Louis' family, our drummer, his family's all from Bordeaux. So I thought, what about Leaving Bordeaux? Just to see how it would fit. And I put it in the group chat and everyone else seems to like it. So I'm like, cool, there you go, there's a cool name there. So
for me it was kind of just like a whole thing of, that was the first name that was very neutral. It wasn't like, that wasn't good. Not that I provided any good suggestions myself, but always a great critic. Oh, I love doing it. I'm very good at it.
It was just something that we were kind of playing about with, and we were rehearsing one day, and we weren't even looking at Carousel as a song. And I remember we took a break, and then we came back in from taking a break, and Caleb had this bass line, and he just started playing it, and we were like, that's really cool. So we, from that point, we're like, we'll build a song around that, and it was quite quick the way that everything came in. It was something that kind of fit quite naturally. Lyrically, it's kind of open to interpretation and what it's about. I know what it's about, but it's quite cool hearing what other people think, what the lyrics are about as well. So it's something that's like, it's cool to hear different people's perspectives of what they think the song's about. But we just liked how high energy it is.
Yeah.
It's like a new sound for us, and we like the way that the new sound is. So it's a nice little kind of stepping stone for us, I would say. We recorded it with a producer from the West End of Glasgow called Luigi. So he works out of a studio called Dystopia, and it's a really, really cool studio. It's quite rustic, but it's just amazing. So we spent a few days in there with Luigi, and Luigi was a really great producer to work with. We've worked with people in the past that kind of got us up to a certain point, and then when we met Luigi, he was kind of somebody that he sat in the sessions and he was giving ideas, but it was more on kind of sound-wise rather than production-wise, which we thought that was quite cool to hear a producer going, okay, this should sound like this and this should do that. So really hands-on. So we spent a few days there, and it was probably the funnest time we've ever had recording, which was also a good thing.
Yeah, no, Luigi really elevated, we kind of brought these songs to the table, and he kind of gave that production touch, what you expect of an engineer. And this single we did sounds absolutely awesome. Everything's so brilliantly placed, panned, mixed. It's honestly fantastic what he done with the song. I think pretty much that, yeah. It just depends. I think a producer's like a musician, they've got their own style and stuff like that. When it came to Luigi, it was definitely what we needed at the time. We feel like just that guy who can sit in and be like, I know that all this stuff about production. There's some really cool things that he added in Carousel. I'm trying to remember the specifics because it's been so long.
It's quite good though, because he, again, what Caleb was saying, that it is working with a musician as well, because he is, but he does have a specific way of working, and it was something that was quite new to what we done. I mean, when we were cutting the tracks, we used to do it as kind of multi-track. The drummer would go in, then Caleb would go in, and everyone else would go on top of it. But the way that he wanted to work, which we felt that was a really nice touch, is that we all played in the room together, and then we got the basics from that, and then went and done the separate stuff, which kind of keeps the energy. And Luigi was all about, still is, about trying to keep the energy, trying to keep everything locked in. So it was just a really nice touch from him for that. It's a show. Roll up, see all the laughing clouds. We would say album.
Yeah, I could see it.
I guess the thing for us is that we just want to keep releasing more music.
Yeah.
We have spoke about album, like our first album, to see what it would be like. And the way we are now, we're writing a lot more than what we've done before. And we like what we're coming out with. We like what what we're making, which is a great thing. Because it's like we feel like we're progressing rather than just writing the same stuff and just putting it out. We're like, okay, let's try and push boundaries. Let's see where we can get with this, which is a really fun thing to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So if we can capture that in an album, then that will be a fun thing to do, you know.
Here.
So we have our biggest headline show to date on the 11th of August in audio, and that's going to be a really fun show for us. We'll get like basically a new set list of songs, things that we're going to try out and see if it's going to work. It might not work. We're just going to test the waters with stuff, but we are really excited about that show. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, definitely got in mind to just get more songs out for this show. It's that thing where like we wrote Carousel and stuff like that, and then we've already kind of played them a few times, and now we're like, we need to just get some new fresh stuff out for us as well as the people that have probably come and seen us the last couple of gigs.
It's going to be really good though. It's like
well, we've got some good stuff. We've got some good stuff to play, you know.
We're excited about putting out a totally new set list or something, because it keeps us on our toes as well, you know. Something like, because you get used to doing the same thing, and then obviously when you're doing something new, it's like, you need to pay attention, you need to know what you're doing now. So,
but fret not, our classics will still be there. Not entirely new. Adrenaline, Call Out Cold, they'll all be there. The industry, maybe?
I would say that. I would also say even something as kind of like social media and things, you know.
Try to stand out is probably the kind of core aspect of that.
I would say even like exposure. You know, the kind of term gets thrown out in different ways and within the industry. But I would say like social media. I would say that's quite a tough one to.
Pretty much need it this like nowadays, don't you? Like you can't really get by on posters and a mailing list.
Yeah, like the old days.
Why not? I hate making content. I just want to play music.
That is a tough one. That's a hard one.
Just one? Christ. It's not fair to ask a musician that.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go on a whim here. I would say Injustice for All by Metallica.
Oh right, okay.
First ever album I got, so I'm gonna stick with that one.
I really thought you were gonna say the Black Album, so you know, I'm impressed. Oh, I know you act like it's not that good.
You've got a lot longer songs to listen to in Injustice, I would say.
I suppose. What album? God, there's so many. You put me on the spot now. Trying to think, and a whole album cover. Maybe, just on the spot, I probably wouldn't answer this again, but coming to mind right now is probably John Frusciante of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's got a solo project. He's got an album on it called Curtains, which is a sort of acoustic sort of album. It's really interesting and just kind of really pretty. I feel like if I was on a desert island, that would be the album I'd need to kind of get me through potentially my loneliness.
I was expecting a Ween album.
Oh wait, actually.
You know what that is?
The White Pepper by Ween.
Do you know what? I'm going to go different. I'm going to go the Corries.
I think I would probably go for the band Garbage. They're kind of like an Edinburgh-based band with this really interesting kind of 90s sort of grungy vibe with this really amazing female singer. Unfortunately, I can't remember her name right now, but yeah, I'd probably do that one, yeah.
The Shove-Ins.
Thank you. See, this guy's a man of culture. We've got a man of culture in the house. Fun.
Yeah.
I guess fun.
Yeah, I would say fun. Something that people can, doesn't matter who you are, what styles of music that you like, what backgrounds you come from, something you can just sit down, listen to it and go, I like that because it makes you feel a certain way, and it's not stuck to one thing. It's like anybody can relate to it. So just that kind of fun aspect, I would say.
Yeah, it makes people feel alive, I guess, is
Yeah.
probably a kind of extension of that as well. Just, you know, I want people to kind of look back and be like, oh, I need a jolt, you know, put them on.
An adrenaline boost.
Oh, there you go.